Strict rules Billie Eilish has to follow, but doesn't.
You're one of the most debated artists in the world whose opinion or comment or critique actually really matters to you.
Probably my own opinion, my own critiques. I mean, even if I created something that I loved and everyone on the planet hated, then I would be fine with it because I liked it.
Billie Eilish is a breakout star who shocked the world with her unconventional style and musical abilities. She works hard to please and support her fans, and her efforts have attributed to her rising fame. Although the unconventional star seems to be doing great with her career and all, Eilish's team and managers have set out strict guidelines that Eilish must follow in order to guarantee her safety and smooth progression of her shows. But that is unlike Billie Eilish. A few words to describe her would be unique, unconventional, and talented. But now we can add rule breaker to that list. In today's video, we're going to go over the top 10 rules Billie must follow but doesn't.
Do you want to win any of these items on your screen? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right into the video.
Number 10, contact. If you're watching from the crowd at one of her shows, you may see Eilish stroll onto stage with an entourage following. Her security team is there in order to ensure the utmost safety for the celebrity, but Eilish always has different plans in mind, and she definitely does not make their job easier. Eilish loves to have contact with her fans. From high fives to hugs to jumping in the crowd, Eilish really works to form personal bonds with her fans, and her team does not like the idea of Eilish within close quarters of large groups of fans. She claims that physicality is important. Although she's able to give her fans small displays of affection, she is not always able to spend quality time in mosh pits with her fans like she wants to be. Because she is able to be sighted easily, Eilish isn't able to freely enjoy her time with her fans. For now, her small displays of affection will have to do for the fans because her security team won't allow her to do more. Nine, wardrobe. Everyone knows that Billie Eilish is known for her unorthodox styles of baggy clothing. Majority of female performers are expected to dress accordingly, and if anyone knows Eilish, they know that she wouldn't be caught dead in a skin-tight, skimpy article of clothing, which is where she firstly breaks rules and stereotypes. She also claims that there is no change in what she wears when she's off stage than when she's on stage. Any outfit you may see her walking down the street in can be the same outfit she stands on stage and performs in. She has no problem going against the norm and often claims that if she were a guy, her clothing wouldn't be a problem. She claims to be wearing baggy clothing so that people don't judge how her body looks, but people are going to talk anyways. Despite what people say, Eilish continues to rock her baggy clothes and is often complimented on her style because she does it all herself without the help of a stylist. 8. Health. As a young star on tour, the constant touring and back-to-back shows can be very stressful and tiring. For Eilish, it's like an ongoing marathon. Her team often advises her to take things easy and to put her health first, but Eilish always has her mind on her fans. She puts forth her best effort when performing at all her shows, and it can really take a toll on her body. Although she's young, she does suffer from tendinitis, which is the swelling of one's tendons. The condition does cause Eilish to get hurt or bruised by everyday incidents, but it doesn't stop her from putting on her best show. Once she woke up with severe tendinitis in her foot, which inspired her to construct her hit "Where Do We Go When We're Asleep?" And although she knows that injury is unavoidable, she knows that she has to try her hardest to take things easy in order to continue the tour. Just because they tell her to take it easy doesn't mean fans won't get the amazing show they anticipated and paid for. 7. Depression and control. The young star is very open about her battle with depression. She claims that most people are born with a happy face or just in a happy state of mind, and Eilish claims that she is not one of those people. She describes herself as a melancholy person. She says that's just who she is and who she's always been. Now, although depression is a constant mental war, Eilish understands that she has to fight her hardest in order to control her emotions. She knows that if her depression gets the best of her, then all her hard work would have been for nothing. That's why when Eilish touches the stage, you see an energetic, unique star singing her heart out. One may look at her and ask, she suffers from depression? Her, on the stage? With the way she performs, it's almost impossible to tell she suffers from depression. That is just how good Eilish is able to control her emotions. 6. Tourette's syndrome. Although it may be very hard to tell, Eilish does suffer from another mental condition called Tourette's. This is hard to tell because Eilish has worked hard and is able to suppress her tics, but every so often it happens. Not to mention that the stress does increase the likeliness and frequency of the tics. Although this isn't really a rule, being able to control her Tourette's is important while performing in order to avoid the random outbursts on stage in front of her fans. She also knows that her condition could be worse, so she just makes the best of what she has and is able to control it excellently. Number 5. Radio-friendly jams. This rule is probably one of the biggest music rules that Billie Eilish has broken. When producing music, many artists create different versions of their songs that are less vulgar and appropriate, which are considered radio-friendly. After these songs have gained a little more playtime on the radio, then do the artists begin to expand their music into something more their style. Billie Eilish pretty much said screw this rule completely and pretty much bypassed it. Because many different music uploading platforms are now available to pretty much everyone, Eilish just decided to post her music online. She didn't use the radio or any airtime to develop her fan base, but a simple mobile app accessible to anyone around the world. The internet was not only her path to fame, but it also opened the door for her music to be heard worldwide, created a versatile, diverse group of fans. Number 4. Life goes on. While the young star does love living her life to the fullest and having fun, she understands that herself and everyone around her has a life outside of the tour and her career. She still has school and family she has to worry about. Her brother, who she brought along on tour, left behind his new home, girlfriend, and his dog. Now, while Eilish has her own rules she has to follow, she created a rule for her friends and her family. She told them that she doesn't want them to sit around moping and being sad about her being away, but to live their life as they normally do because, with or without her, their life goes on. 3. Tour buddy. Every night on stage, Eilish is exposed to different fans, all with different faces, and every night there are different faces filling up every seat in the venue, but Eilish brings someone with her who is always backstage that makes things a little bit easier. Being able to go backstage after an energetic, tiring performance to see a friendly face would be very beneficial, which is why Eilish allows her brother, Phineas O'Connell, to tag along for the long journey around the world. Her brother helps her with her music and even wrote her breakout hit, Ocean Eyes. She brings him along for support and trusts that he will help guide her. He also offers musical advice and personal advice for his little sister. 2. The show. When planning a tour, performers brainstorm different spectacles in order to entertain their fans. Everyone knows that there is a different experience when you see a performance live, and Eilish wants to make sure that it's a show her fans won't forget. Eilish herself strives to make her shows more accessible for her fans and performs as though she's right in the midst of the crowd. Unlike her childhood where she would often sing into a pillow when people asked her to, there are no pillows on stage and Eilish ensures her voice is ringing out into the crowd. Number 1. Positive and negative feedback. One thing her team always tells her is to not let the haters get to her and to always embrace her supporters. She knows that there is always going to be people in the world that don't like her style or her music. She's found a way to block them out. She understands that letting them get to her could derail her tour, so she decided to ignore them. She does gladly embrace her fans, but she doesn't want them to empathize with her. She says that she hates when people say, "I feel you." She doesn't want this because she claims that it's very rare that two people experience the exact same incident or the exact same trail of events that occur with two people, so they can't fully understand truly how one another may feel. With this style of thinking, Eilish has been able to overcome negativity and has developed her own way to deal with and cope with being affected by the negativity. Well, that's all for today about the upcoming rule breaker of Billie Eilish. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon in order to be notified each time we post a video. Be sure to tell us about the video in the comments. Also down below, let us know sometimes that you've broken the rules. And if you have any video suggestions, be sure to leave those in the comment sections as well. Until next time.
A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it.